AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Complete. Derrick Henry has some daylight through the 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lamar now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That's caught beyond the marker. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Taken in by Likely. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
4th down, here's Jackson. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
47.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a...
With no score.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football.
Here we go.
They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with.
26.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Kill.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Working quickly here.
Go to 54.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
26.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He breaks the tackle. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
46. Here we go,
A
47.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
26.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Roquan Smith
Kill.
on the tackle.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys, hoping to put our first points on the board. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go. 26.
Dak out of the pistol. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Another carry for him. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
They've got a man in motion.
26.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Hey, kill. 26.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He's got it! And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. And this one won't get close. They make the stand and force that turnover on downs. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He's got Andrews. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Report.
Here's 2nd and 5. Searches from the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's a gain of 20.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
No, we changed it.
First down throw for Jackson. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Nice shot. Hey, middle. Oh.
Blitz coming here. Jackson finds Aguilar. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Jackson yet again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Hey. Shut up.
Lamar throwing again. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
First and 10, Prescott. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, kill. Yeah, there we go. I think.
Man in motion here. Again on second and 10, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. First and 10 from the 41. First down, here's Dak. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10.
There we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1 yard gain.
Here we go, second and 9. Ferguson's got it, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of
Prescott now to throw on third down. That's caught for the first. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense up to the line fast.
54, going to 54, Lions.
Good for a Cowboys.
They'll run here on first down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. They send a man in motion.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott will look to throw. Escapes the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Kill.
Dak now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another throw for Prescott. The throw is caught. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar now from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on third and long. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Working quickly here. On fourth down, snap to Jackson. He finds it beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He'll get this to Henry. And this one does not go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Yo. Hey, report. Report.
From the gun, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hey.
Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it up. And the Cowboys take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they...
Free up the